and welcome back to another video and another meal prep. It's a little bit different today because it's a Saturday, and typically if you've been around here, you know we meal prep on Sunday, but Bryson is going on a work trip and he's leaving on Sunday, which means I don't have his help with the kids. So we're abusing him today while he's still home, and we are knocking out all of our meal prep. We have some fun things that we're making, including a cheesecake. So yeah, glad you're here. Let's jump into what we need to prep today and we will go ahead and get started. Before we jump into what we need to do, let's talk about what we're eating this week and what we need to prep for. So tonight we're gonna do some spaghetti, so we'll need to make that together. Sunday I'm eating leftovers because that'll be the first night we're without Bryson. Monday I'm gonna bake off a chicken enchilada casserole, but we're gonna prep that whole thing today. That way I don't have to do any prep, I can just come home and bake it. Tuesday, we're gonna do leftovers again because Bryson is still out. And then Wednesday, he returns to us and we return to cooking. So we'll do some lentil taco soup. It's just an awesome vegetarian soup recipe. If you are in Atlanta and you know of a place called Super Jenny, I got the idea from them. Thursday night will be pizza, and then Friday night we will go to my in-laws or out to eat. But I also have to make Valley food. If you don't know why, you can check out our most recent grocery haul video where I explain the daycare and food situation. All right, so today we are making a tiramisu cheesecake for a friend. I've never made a cheesecake before, so we'll see how this goes. I've already made pizza dough, but I need to make pizza dough. I need to make the veggies for our taco soup. I need to go ahead and fully prep the chicken enchilada casserole so that I can just throw it in the oven when I get home. We're making spaghetti for dinner tonight. I need to prep some type of food for Valley to take to daycare this week. And then if my sourdough starter can do its thing in time, I need to make a loaf of sourdough. And then tonight I need to make yogurt. The ingredients for the filling of the cheesecake. I've got cream cheese, eggs, softened butter, strong espresso, flour, sugar, and vanilla. Have my filling here, the rest of my espresso, and some lady fingers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my filling and I'm going to put half of it in this pan with the pre-baked crust, and then I'm going to take the lady fingers and soak them in espresso, layer them in, and then add the rest of the cheesecake filling. Cheesecake is in the oven. So intimidating because I don't know what I'm doing with the whole like water bath and wrapping it up and all the things. So I'm gonna take a minute, do all the dishes from that mess, and then we will move on to other prep. Now that our sink is all cleaned up, we can move on to some veggie prep. We're gonna prep the veggies for the taco soup, the enchilada casserole, and our spaghetti tonight. I know that if I do not get this meal prep done, it is going to make things so much harder this week. But I am just at that point where I do not want to do anything. And poor Bryson has a headache and is passed out on the couch, which, good for him. Sleep with that headache. And the kids are luckily asleep too. And all I want is another coffee. But I know it's probably going to kill my heartburn. But I might do it anyways just to get me through. You know what I mean? There are just days where meal prep is not fun. And this is just one of them. I'm sure it's all the hormones and being this late in pregnancy and everything's just harder and bigger and ugh. But yeah, if you don't feel like meal prepping, you're not alone. I don't feel like meal prepping either. But we're gonna do it, and it's gonna make our week so much better. And then I will be a better mom because I'm not stressed out about trying to put dinner on the table for kids by myself for 3 days. If you are a single mom, you are a hero. Seriously, you are amazing. Okay, let's just make the coffee. Our veggies that we need to dice up are an onion and some garlic for our spaghetti tonight, bell pepper and onion for the enchilada casserole, bell pepper, jalapeno, onion for the taco soup, handful of sweet potatoes for Valley's meal prep. Look at how tiny it is. It's so cute. I think I also have some regular white potatoes, so I may make her some mashed potatoes with peas and carrots. And that can be another meal option for her. I have ground turkey in my freezer that I'm gonna pull out and add to this. She seemed to like that last week. So let's get to chopping. Homie Baloney just got up from her nap. So I'm actually gonna give her some food really fast and then we'll get to chopping. Zeke still has a few more minutes. We have one of those Hippo alarm clocks that turns green when he's allowed to get up from his nap, so he's got a little bit longer. Say hi. Say hi. Okay. Here is all those veggies we prepped. I may actually end up having to cook this off tonight also. This is for the enchiladas. But if that's the case, I'll just put it back in this container. This is for the spaghetti. Here's for the lentil taco soup. Got half a green jalapeno in there. The other half of the green jalapeno I went ahead and diced, and I'm going to use it to make pico de gallo later in the week to go on the enchilada casserole and the soup. Also have the sweet potatoes done. They're just chilling for now because the cheesecake cooked for an hour and now it needs to sit in the oven, turned off for an hour with the door open. So, door's open. The smells coming from this area are very weird because it's like savory onion and garlic and then sweet, creamy tiramisu cheesecake. And being pregnant, it's a little overwhelming. Well, sadly, the cheesecake is a total fail because water seeped into the bottom of the springform pan, even though it was wrapped pretty tight in foil. So that's a bummer. My friend won't get her cheesecake. It's no good. We just got back from a family walk, trying to blow off some of that cheesecake failure steam. Still really sad about it, but I'm trying to move on. So I'm gonna go hop in the shower. I've cleaned up that mess. And then after that, I'm gonna come back and work on dinner and then making the casserole for us to put in the oven in a couple of days. All right, out of the shower, feeling better about my life. Meat is browning for the spaghetti. Set the oven to 400 so I can go ahead and roast off these sweet potatoes. Once I have this all set up, I'm gonna start working on the filling for the enchiladas. Bryson momentarily joined me in the kitchen, so filming had to stop for a second, but he was whipping up our delicious cookies. But I browned off the beef and then added the onions and the garlic. And then this is going right now. This is the filling for the enchilada bake. I'm about to work on this in a minute. I went ahead and finished off the spaghetti. I just added a 28-ounce can of crushed tomatoes, some marinara sauce, about a cup of chicken stock, some chili flakes, thyme, and then I also added oregano, but it was empty, so I gave it to Valley as a toy. She was playing with it. Salt, pepper, sugar, and then some tomato paste. So we're just gonna let that do its thing for a while. It might need more seasoning, but I'm gonna let it simmer away for a little bit before we add anything else. We are going to add to the enchilada mixture enchilada sauce, and remember mine is brown instead of red because of where I buy my spices. You can go watch my pantry tour if you're interested to know more about that. A can of pinto beans, a can of black beans, the diced green chilies, and then this is the rotisserie chicken I bought in yesterday's grocery haul. I went ahead and pulled it off the bone. Now I'm gonna dice it up pretty finely and add it as well to this mixture. Filling is done. Sweet potatoes are out of the oven. I'm gonna wait and deal with this after dinner because for now I need to get a pot of water on to boil for the noodles for our dinner. Everybody's plates are ready to go. The family is hungry and annoyed. I will be back after dinner to finish the enchilada bake. We got done with dinner. I bathed the kids. Bryson knocked out the dishes from dinner. And I just don't have the bandwidth to put together this casserole. So I'm just gonna leave all the components separate, and maybe I'll put it together tomorrow sometime after church. Even though I won't have Bryson, I think I should be able to manage it. I'm also not gonna make yogurt or sourdough tonight, so some days meal prep just defeats me, and today is one of them. I think probably working so hard on that cheesecake and it not working out just plummeted the ship. So we're gonna take it for what it is. I'm gonna eat a giant cookie with my husband later tonight, and we're gonna move on and just call this one for the books. So thanks for being here. Hoping to do another what we eat for dinner every night this week, even though Bryson won't be in town. So stick around for that, and we'll see you next time. Okay, bye-bye.